Hello, hola everyone. Welcome to our Sunday self-care yin session in Mindful Flow. We have a very good class in store for us tonight. I hope you really enjoy. As always, look after yourself, look after your body. Any sharp pains come out of the pose at any moment. It's your practice where you are. Feel free to do that. But as every in class, we are going to hold a little bit longer, and some sensations of discomfort can come up, which is very, very normal. So, really tune in with your body to identify the difference between the sharp pains and the discomfort. And we'll have also, as usual, mindful flow to allow us to release into the long held in poses. So our transitional pose, which we'll start with, transitioning from the day we had into our practice that is to come, it's always good to respect and acknowledge that it can be challenged to just go from busy minds, busy bodies, busy day to relax and be in our practice. So I like to take my time to get transition, and we're gonna need as often we do a couple of pillows, a couple of cushions. You might even want to have a blanket around you for our shavasana, and even to add as support. So let's get started. Let's get into it. Um, we're going to start in a forward fold supported position. So almost like a child's pose, but very supported and elevated. And you're going to really use your props to guide you. We want our head to be higher than our waist, our torso. So for me, and move my pillows this way so you can see, that's going to depend on the width of your props that you have, your cushions and your pillows. So for me, I know I'm gonna have to kind of give a little extra fold here with one of my cushions before I bring my pillows into that space. As you can see, it's elevated there. So play around with it, with your props, and you're gonna place your pillows between your thighs. We're gonna have similar to child's pose, the toes are closer to each other, knees wide, open wide. If you need to place anything between your glutes and your heels, go for it if it doesn't feel comfortable. We want this pose to be very, very supporting, us to be able to relax into it, like many other eating poses. So go ahead, find your place. You're gonna have your whole belly supported by the pillows. And you're gonna turn your head so you can choose here, either left or right cheek, whichever one feels right for you to begin with. Don't worry, halfway through I'll guide you and I'll give you a reminder to turn the head the other way. And you might find that here you want to place your hands beneath to elevate that even a little bit more. So once you find that lovely space, taking a deep inhale and exhale out. And again, a lovely deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And last one this way with this intention. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, and if you haven't done so already, allow your eyes to gently close here. So there'll be nothing for you to see in this moment. We want to turn our attention inward. Allow yourself to relax and to dispose. With each exhale, releasing tension away from the body and into this support that's beneath you. Turning your attention now to your breath, noticing what parts of your body expand with the inhale. And with each exhale, scan your body for any parts that are holding tension. Allow that tension to melt away in this space. Inhale, you should feel your back expanding. Exhale, release tension here. And we should naturally have come to as lower rhythm to our breath here. And we take this moment, like I mentioned before, to transition. So the mind might still be busy, and that's okay. We try not to resist our thoughts here. But once we notice them, we choose to turn our attention inward. Choose to observe the sensations in and around your body in this moment. What parts of your body do you feel touching the ground beneath you? What part of your body expands with the inhale and releases with the exhale? And very gently here, keeping our eyes closed. With the next inhale, gently move, turn our head to the opposite direction. So the opposite cheek rests into the space. And allow yourself to come back into that place of release. Allow your pillows, your cushions to support you here. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release in the safe space. As we turn our attention now to our minds and what's present there in this moment. In this very moment, we observe taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, we let go. As we turn our attention to our emotions and to what's present in this very moment, without any judgment, just observing what's there within you. Take this moment to acknowledge, taking a deep inhale, and on the exhale, let that go as we come back to our bodies. Acknowledging what's present in our bodies right now, right here. Does it feel tense, relaxed, anywhere in particular, nowhere? Any aches, any sense of spaciousness or tightness? Just observing without any judgment as we take a deep inhale and we let that go. Coming back to our breath in this very moment. Now next, inhale very gently, using our hands to bring our head back to center. Tuck the chin into our chest. Walk the hands back and behind to support our back, and very slowly allow the head to tilt back to whatever feels comfortable for you. Shine your heart forward, taking a lovely inhale here. A little gentle back bend to counter that long hold. Inhale, feel the chest or the cage expand. Exhale, very gently and slowly coming back to center. We want to be very gentle with this transition in our breathing practice, moving our props out of the way. We're going to bring the hands in front, quite far forward. And we're going to bring ourselves just sliding our bellies for a brief moment, making a pillow with our hands, second one hand on top of the other. Choose which cheek you want to rest here in this space or even your forehead. Inhale, exhale. Release the pubic bone, the hips, the belly, the forehead.
onto the mat beneath you. We're taking this moment to release our legs, release the contraction from the previous pose we started with. The inhale, feel the back expand. On the exhale, very gently release the hands, palms of the hands back to the mat, close to our chest. We're going to curl the toes under. And very slowly push the mat away. We're going to bring ourselves to sit on our knees as we begin with. Take a moment here, very gently, as always. Hands can rest on our thighs. We're going to tuck the chin towards our chest, towards the sternum. Releasing the back. And very gently, we're going to bring the chin over to the left shoulder, then to the right. Very gently connecting the sensations there, baby. As you do this, it's going to look different for each of us, different ranges of motion here. We're going to force this. We're going to just allow the breath to move our head from right to left. When it feels right to you, we're going to bring the back of the head to one side, one shoulder, and then the opposite shoulder. Again, feeling what is right for you here. We'll hear those little crackly sounds, the release of our neck bones. And when you're ready, we can bring those half circles to full circle very gently. Really feel that release. And turning to the opposite direction, enjoying that connection, that release, connecting with the breath here. And very gently coming back to center. Taking a moment to pause, and on the inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. So our heart is stacked over our belly over our hips. We are not collapsing back or forward. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Allow this one free to land here in this space. Bring palms of the hands to our thighs. You're going to start to bring some mindful movement. First, our spine and hips. We want to bring that cat and cow, seated cat and cow, all the way from the hips to the crown of the head. We're going to inhale, tilt the pelvis, send belly button forward, release shoulders back, relax the head upwards. Exhale, doing the opposite, tucking belly button in, chin to sternum, arms can go forward. Inhale, feel that movement coming, originating from your tailbone all the way to the top of to the crown of your head. Exhale, opposite movement. Really exaggerate here so you can feel every space of your vertebrae releasing, moving. And allow that movement, like I said, to not be constrained and confined to just your spine. Bring it to your glutes as well. I'm doing here. Inhale, looking up, heart goes forward. Exhale in. We're going to do one more. Slow with spinal releases. Inhale up. Exhale down. Coming back to center, bringing palms of the hand to the mat. Wrists under shoulders. Knees hip width apart. Taking a moment here to spread the fingers wide. Push the mat away with our hands. Engage the belly button. We're going to extend the right leg back, right toes connected to the mat. Take a moment here to bring that right hip parallel to the mat here. Mindful Simple but very engaged pose. And we'll sway back and forth like a pendulum, back and forward. So you should feel that release on the back of your right leg. Tap into all hamstrings there in that space. Feel the ankle release as well. Keep pushing the mat with the hands. We're not collapsing on the upper back. Next time you're back at center, take a moment here to pause. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bring that left foot in. So I'm pivoting like so. Yeah, and then we're going to bend that right leg. So however you want to get to this place. Now little deer pose. We're just resting here for a moment. I'm going to grab my pillow as well. So it can help us pause. Again, this pose doesn't have to be very prescriptive. Allow yourself to however feels right for you. You might need a cushion under that knee. We've done this a few times before. It just helps in a very gentle way to prepare for the patient that's to come a little bit later in our practice. So by all means, go ahead, bring more props in this space. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking a little release here. If you need this to be a little bit higher for you, go for it. Adjust and adapt. Use your props to support your pose, however feels right for your body. The idea here is not to go or push ourselves beyond, is to allow the nervous system to relax, the body to relax, and breath and gravity to do its work internally with time. So it's not the type of pose that you push to get somewhere immediately. So allow yourself to turn your gaze inwards. Notice where your breath is here. Where do you feel the expansion of the inhale? With each exhale, release more into the ground. Release tension from your hips, from your belly. Very passive pose that will help us create space in our hip sockets, our soles. Enjoy that release here. Couple more breaths in this space. Next inhale, very gently coming up. Beautiful. You're going to extend the right leg, so bring it back around. So it's a nice V shape, very natural. I'll turn the opposite direction so you can see what it would look like. Yeah. So the right leg that was behind is now straight, flexing the right toes. Left foot in like so. If you need to place a cushion under your left knee, by all means, go for it. From here, we're gonna bring our left arm behind, right arm up. Inhale, allow the head to tilt back. Exhale, over to the opposite side. And we're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. On this final one, we're going to inhale and pause here, head back. Coming back to center, turning upper body to center towards our pillows. If you need to come a little bit closer, our support's here. Beautiful. Keep the toes flexed on the right straight leg. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale,
Allow the arms to lengthen. You can adjust here if this is too high or too low. However feels right for you in this pose. We're gonna take a few breaths here again. So whatever you need your props to be, so you're not trying to get into the pose or trying to make the pose happen. The pose is there for you and you can just relax. If you need to, you can grab hold of your head with the palms of your hands, allow your head to be heavy. Keeping that right leg active, the right toes flexed. Inhale, back expands, exhale. Release, boots down to the ground. Inhale, feel the expansion. Exhale, release, gain tension present in the left leg perhaps. Relax the left leg. The boots down to the ground. After this, a few minutes, release and relax the right leg as well and the toes. Gratitude to hold you, support you here. Let's inhale very gently and slowly. Tucking the chin under, start to bring yourself up. Very gently. Beautiful. You're going to bring that right leg straight in front of us, straighten the left leg as well for a very quick release. Shift the blood flow, point the toes, hands behind, shine the head, heart forward, head relaxes back. Beautiful. Bring both feet to mat and crossing the left ankle above the left knee. Take a moment, sway from side to side as we move into our figure of four. So continue with that intention and that release here. Take pause and then allow yourself to gauge if you need to walk that right foot a little bit closer to the right glute. So you should be feeling that on the outer left leg or left thigh. So your judgment here as to how deep you want that stretch to be. But take a moment and keep that left knee away from your chest. So it's engaged. Engaging the back, the core. Inhale, looking straight ahead. Exhale, sinking the sitting bones down into the ground. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, allow both knees to fall over to the right hand side. Sorry, to the left hand side. So you feel that expansion on the right side of your body. Inhale. Right rib cage expands. Exhale. Come back to center. Slowly releasing both legs forward. Another little counter stretch, pointing the toes, arching the back, gaze goes up. And we're going to sway the legs around and repeat that sequence on the opposite side. So extending the left leg now. Turn this way so you can see from a different angle. Left toes connected to the mat. Push palms of the hands against the mat. So you not collapse on your upper back. Beautiful. Remember, left hip parallel to the mat here and start to sway back and forth. Feel that release on the back of the left leg. And pause at the center, taking a moment here. And we start to bring in that right foot, bend the left knee, however you want to get to your deer pose. Adjusting away, however it feels right for you. Again, this one is not very prescriptive. It has to feel right for your hips, for your knees. And we're going to bring our support again here to the center. However many cushions or pillows you need. You're going to inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, lean forward and take a moment to relax in this space.
On the inhale, feel the back expand. The exhale, releasing tension from your hips, your legs, especially the left side of the body. And then the right. Feel the expansion happening. Inhale, release onto the neck with the exhale. Creating space here for softness. Space of those. There's so much happening through. Let's inhale very gently to put it in and start to come up. Beautiful. Taking a moment here. You're going to bring that left leg out to the side. Like so. Diagonal. I put it on the opposite side. Adjusting here. And bring the left hand behind or to the diagonal on the left side of the left bent leg here. So the right bent leg here, the left straight leg. So left arm goes up towards the right and exhale over to the opposite side. And we keep that left toes flexed. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Over to the right. We're gonna pause. Inhale, relax the head back. Exhale back to center. Adjust here for a moment. If you need to, you can bring the hands behind for a brief moment to do a count. Just listening to your body. It's what you need. We're gonna use our little props again, adjusting to how it feels like on this side, how much elevation you need. You might not need as much, or you might need more, it depends on each of us. So by all means, go ahead and find where you can just release and let go. Flexing the left toes on the left straight leg. Inhale, looking straight ahead. On the exhale, start to lean forward on your forearms, taking pause, relaxing the head. Perhaps it will help you to hold, to catch your head with your hands. Inhale here. Exhale, releasing the space. Releasing tension. Not enough stillness to exist. Inhale. Exhale. Enjoy the release that's happening. Keeping the left leg active, the left toes. For the moment, relaxing the whole body, relaxing the right leg, the right foot, the left foot, and now relaxing the left toes as well. And expands with the inhale, relaxes with the exhale, heavy into the ground. As more space has been created on our hamstrings, on our hip flexors, on our lower back. So many benefits here. 2 more breaths. Let's inhale very gently, lifting the head up and slowly bringing our gaze forwards. Moving our pillow, hands go behind. For a little counter stretch, allow the head to release back here. Little arch of the back, inhale. On the exhale, both legs straight in front of us. Give it a little release there, whatever feels right for you. Bring some blood flow back. And we're gonna cross our left ankle over the right knee. So figure four on the opposite side. Sway from side to side, massaging our tailbone. And then pause at the center, choosing here to walk that left foot inwards towards the left foot a little bit more or not. So you gauge how it feels like on your outer left thigh. And again, just a reminder to keep this left knee away from the chest. So we're really engaged and protecting our hip socket. So you're not passively collapsing on the hip joint. And also then reaping more of the benefits of that lovely stretch. Inhale, keep the back supported, not collapsing here. Shoulders away from the ears. Enjoy those sensations there. And on the next exhale, both knees fall over to the left. Sorry, to the right. Again, my left to right is confused today because I'm mirroring you guys at some point and not in others. So it goes, both knees go over on the direction of the leg that's on top for you. So should be the right on this one. Inhale through the whole left side of the body, expanding. Enjoy that sensation. Exhale, coming back to center, crossing the legs. And we'll give a little tap, so give the back of the legs a little activation, stimulation for our fascia, the backline fascia here, as we've been working, releasing that, creating space, legs, side to side. Beautiful. A little bit more tapping here. And we're going to find our way to a tabletop. However you want to get there, you want to just shuffle your legs around. You might want to cross your legs, bring the hands forward, like so. However it feels right for you. We're adjusting here for me. Bringing wrists under shoulders, knees hip width apart. As we prep for another pose before, we're going to go into a cat and cow here. So cushion it away with our hands for a moment, so we land into this foundation. So important. The whole sequence is affected by this foundation. So allow yourself to take pause here. Beautiful. We're going to start with a more traditional cat and cow. Let's go for it. Inhale, drop belly button, tilt the gaze up. Push, keep the upper back engaged here with the hands pushing the mat away. Exhale, opposite. Nose to belly button. Pushing it away even more here. Feel shoulder blades going away from each other. Tuck the chin in. Inhale. Back to the first one. It's our cow. Exhale. Keep going with these motions. Releasing the head even more with each exhale. And the pelvis as well with each movement. As we begin with our seated cat cow, we're bringing this movement to the whole entirety of our spine. Connecting with the body. Where do you feel these movements happening? Keep going here. And if you wish, you can just stay here in this more traditional cat cow, or we can move into the circular cat cow that I really enjoy. I find it so beneficial. If you want to go to that slightly modified, you want to walk your hands slightly forward Or you can stay with the traditional cat cow, your choice. Tuck the toes under for this modification. Inhale, and forward slightly. Exhale, start to move into our cow as you bend the elbows and bring the glutes towards heels. Exhale, arch of the back. Find that this really taps into different areas of our bodies. It makes the movement more embodied as well, just feeling so many different areas. I really enjoy it, but if you don't, you can see the tradition. We're going to do one more. Beautiful. For the next one, regardless of which expression you are, just going to lay the hips onto the ground, release the toes, bring our bellies to the mat. Bring the hands outside of our mats here on our fingertips, connecting toes to the mat and tilting pubic bone to the mat as well. So we are neutralizing our lumbar curvature. So we're not like that. Connecting toe nails, fingertips onto the ground. Inhale, gaze goes forward. Exhale, release down. 2 more. Engage the core. Exhale down. Last one. Exhale. Forehead to mat, hands close to our chest. Curl the toes under. We're going to push the mat away as we come up. And we're bringing the glutes to heels for child's pose, just for a few breaths. Toes connect, knees are wide. You can have the arms forward, elbows lifted, and engage if that's your choice. Or you can have the arms around for release of the wrists. And forehead to mat. Inhale, exhale, release here. Enjoy that. This should feel so different from the first supported child's pose, the pose we started with. You should have feel more spacious in your body. One more breath. Let's inhale gently, slowly lifting the gaze up, resetting for our tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees hip width apart, spreading fingers wide, connect with the ground beneath you, palms of the hands. Tuck the toes under as here we're going to transition into our downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent at first. We're going to focus on bringing the belly towards the thighs. Gaze to that space between our feet, releasing the back, sending the tailbone upwards. So we're focusing on your upper body, pushing it away with our arms here. Release the head. We're not worried so much here about straightening the legs. We want to keep the integrity of our spine that we've been working on and our hips. Once we land here, take a long inhale. On the exhale, if you wish, you can take the dog for a little walk. So we bend the knees generously, one leg, stretching the opposite leg. And it's okay if the heels don't touch the mat. It's absolutely fine. Keep that lovely neutral spine. As now we transition to focus onto our legs a little bit more. Enjoying that release. Should have made it a little bit easier by the Janu Shasana we did before. Prepare the back of our legs, our hamstrings. Whenever you're ready, pausing at the center. Beautiful. We're gonna inhale, look towards our hands. We're gonna shuffle the left hand towards the center as we bring our weight to the right leg, bending the left knee, and we're going to step the left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. If it lands here, you need to grab your ankle, help yourself. By all means, go for it. Allow the left knee to land. The right knee to land. Finding that space here. If you need to cushion your knee, by all means, go for it. And then release the left to the right toes.
under. If you need to bring your pillow or a cushion, if your hands don't touch the mat, if it doesn't feel natural for you, you can make your little support here, however it feels right for you. And then allow that left knee to come in for our lizard pose. Inhale, looking straight ahead. Exhale, pausing here. If you need to, you can walk the back right foot even more, so create more space onto the left groin as well. Palms of the hands supporting the upper back. Inhale, exhale, release tension here. Super intense, super deep pose. On our lizard. Deep stretch of the hips. Beautiful. Keep engaging. And if you wish to, let me turn this way so you can see it. You can disconnect, allow the left knee to fall out to the side, disconnect the inner arch of the left foot. Placing the left hand on the knee very gently. Inhale, exhale, looking over that left shoulder. That will intensify the stretch on the right groin as well. This might not be for you, and that's okay as well. Inhale, coming back to center. From here, we're going to transition to our pigeon. So we're going to shuffle the foot between our hands. We're going to find the expression of our pigeon tonight. So we can start by really leaning onto that left glute. If you want to, as always, we can place a cushion on the left glute. So it's important to allow the pose to express itself little by little. Don't make the pose happen by forcing, pushing our joints on muscles. So allow your pigeon here to be formed. What expression it takes for you tonight. It might be here, or you might start to, by leaning forward, extend onto the left leg. Like so. Once you find, if you have that more centralized, more traditional pigeon, let's allow the toes to be tucked under, so we keep that left leg active. Right leg active. So we are supporting our hip sockets as we move over to pigeons and pigeon to pigeons throughout time. So something that really helps our hips over time is supposed to collapse into the deeper stretch on our hip socket here. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, start to move to where you're going to pause on the pigeon. And again, your pigeon might have already happened, staying more upright. And once you find that space where you can pause, relax very passively, then you can release that right leg, release the right toes, and release the forehead to that space. Always knowing that you can bring your cushion or your pillow here, and release with the exhale. We're going deep into our hips, focusing on the belly and hips area as this month we are nurturing that space in our bodies, in our energetic body as well, our sacred chakra. That space that holds so much energy and emotions as well, our bellies, our digestive system, our hips, all the reproductive organs housed in that space. Inhale, feel the release with each exhale. Allow yourself to pause here. If there's any fidgetiness, the body needs to get rid of. Explore. Allow yourself to just pause, be still. What sensations are present,
exhalations, with those extensions, the long hands that bring the belly from the sharp pains. Any sharp pains, slowly come out of the pose at any moment. Let's inhale very gently,
Looking forward, start to use your hands to bring yourself up. We're gonna come out of the pose as we came in. So we're gonna start to bend, tuck the right toes under, bend the right knee, and we're gonna bring that left foot outwards like that. We're gonna extend that left leg back. So feel that gush of blood oxygenating that leg, this big press there all the time. Beautiful. Coming back to all fours as we set up into our final downward dog. So we repeat that pose on the opposite side. Raise on the shoulders, knees hip width apart. Tuck the toes under, pushing it away with our hands so the upper back is engaged. Inhale, on the exhale, start to bring the glutes up, keeping the knees bent, remember, so we can focus on neutralizing our spine. Belly towards thighs, gaze towards that space between our feet. Push the mat away. Feel that lengthening, the relaxation, the back of your neck. Allow yourself to land here first in our downward facing dog. And if you wish to, bring that movement and take the dog for a walk. Bend your knee as you stretch the opposite. Feel that release. Pause it at the center. Bring that bend to the knees again, the belly towards our thighs. Inhale, looking towards our hands. And we're going to shuffle the right hand towards the center as we step that right foot forward. If it doesn't land on the outside of the right hand, you can hold and support to help yourself to make that happen however feels right for you. Take a moment here, send the heel to the back of the room with the left leg. Left leg is engaged. Inhale, and on the exhale, left knee lands onto the mat. Grabbing your pillow, your cushions if you need support here, and tucking the left toes. Lizard on this side. You can always elevate your hands. Remember, you can bring your cushions, your pillows, so you're a little bit higher up. Super tense stretch here on our hips. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, choose to walk that left foot back more. So you have more space and come a little bit deeper onto that left groin area. You might not want to, you might not serve you tonight, and that's absolutely fine. We respect where our bodies are at. Keep pushing the mat away with our hands. Inhale, next exhale. Allow the right hand to fall outwards to the side, inner arch to disconnect. Right hand to right knee. Inhale, exhale, tilting the gaze upwards or looking over the right shoulder. Feel that stretch, or this might not be for you, and that's okay. You can stay with the lizard, the original version. Inhale, coming back to center. You're going to find our way to our pigeon on this side. Might look different. Shuffle the foot over to the left. Allow yourself to land. You might need to land onto that right glute with your cushion. You might be in this expression of the pose of the pigeon, and this might be it for you. Or you might wish to come to a more traditional pigeon. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee. Centralizing our hips forward, inhale, and we're going to find where our pigeon is going to rest. Again, it might have been with the first expression of the pigeon for you. We'll start to walk our arms forward, wherever you land, wherever you can relax is where you'll be. And once you find that space, it's just yours. Allow the left leg to be completely relaxed, left knee to mat, tuck the toes under, and forehead
to mat if that's available for you. Inhale here. Exhale, release into the mat. Stay with those sensations that are present in your body. Find your stillness. Allow yourself to pause. And as we begin, as these thoughts come to your mind, to acknowledge the thoughts. They're there. We let them go when we come back to the sensations, to what's present, to what's here now, this moment. Not the past, not the future, right here, right now. Feel that expansion happen, the breath, each inhale, and then release with each exhale. Allow attention to melt on you. Feeling those sensations, the outer, the left thigh, and the glute to the hip softly. Any sharp pain, slowly come down over those if you need to at any point. Couple more breaths here. And let's inhale gently. Looking forward, start to bring ourselves back up. Nice that. Curl the toes under the left leg. If that's how you make your vision happen. And again, we're going to come out of this pose as we came in. So we're going to start to bend that left knee. We're going to bring the right foot away from the center. As we come back to all fours, and this time we're just gonna bring our bellies to the mat, make a little cushion with our hands, allow the forehead to rest in that space, and then shuffle the hips from side to side, enjoy that release. Beautiful. And then make the shuffles, those movements a little bit smaller each time. As you come to stillness, take a lovely deep inhale. Exhale. Release. As we turn over and around to lying on our backs for our final relaxation, our Shavasana. So if you need to grab a sip of water, your blanket, whatever you need here. As we set ourselves, it is a super important part of our practice. That's when the whole brain, mind, body processes all the benefits, all that we did with our practice. So let's not let it go to waste. Allow yourself to lean back into your mat. Allow the feet to fall outwards, to be completely relaxed. Palms of the hands, face the sky. Tucking the chin under ever so slightly to release the back of our necks. Take a lovely inhale. On the exhale, our whole back of the body to connect to the mat. Allow your eyes to gently close here. Allow yourself to come back to this space where we begin. This union, this connection of mind, body, and self. Notice what sensations are here for you in this space. Each exhale, you release even more into the ground that is supporting you. Surrender to being held, to being supported, to allow yourself to be still, to pause. And once you notice the thoughts come to your mind, let the thoughts move on like passing clouds in the blue sky. And you come back to the space, to your breath. Turn your focus to the crown of our heads. Allowing the back of your head to be heavy against the mat. Keeping your eyes gently moving, lids closed as you soften the space between your eyebrows. Allow your eyes to fall heavy into the eye sockets, softening the whole face. Gently part the jaws. Relaxing them and the tongue inside your mouth. Feel your neck relaxed, the shoulders heavier and heavier against the ground that is supporting you. Back heavy, shoulder blades. Chest is relaxed and your belly is soft. As are your glutes, your hips, the back of your right leg, every part of your right leg that is connecting with the ground beneath you. Noticing every point of contact, all the way to your ears. And with the left leg, every point that's making contact with the ground beneath you. Allow both legs to release and relax, and your whole entire body to feel at peace in this moment, in this space. Allow yourself to feel the stillness, to feel this relaxation. Don't have to just sit here, connecting yourself in this moment. So rare for us to do that. So you can always return to what is waiting for you after this practice. But this moment is just yours. Taking this moment to set your intention for the week ahead. What is it that you wish to bring to yourself this week? To need to improve your well-being, mind and body. Set this intention for you in the days to come. And return to this inner peacefulness, stillness. Whenever you feel that you are disconnecting from that intention, find a moment, find a space where you can reconnect to yourself, to your breath, and to this intention. And return to it as many times as you need this coming week. In this moment, gratitude for practicing, for connecting,
for making time and space for yourself to practice self-care. And I find gratitude for you for joining me in this practice tonight. Wishing you a lovely week ahead. Namaste and Ashe, everyone. You can stay here as long as you want to.